Greatness is not an accident. It is not luck. It is not reserved for the chosen few. Greatness is a decision, a relentless commitment to rewiring your mind, your habits, and your very identity. For centuries, we believed that our brains were fixed, that talent was innate, that intelligence was static, that our potential was predetermined. But neuroscience has shattered that myth. Your brain is not hardwired. It is soft-wired, moldable, changeable, capable of extraordinary transformation. Every thought you think, every action you take, every challenge you face, it all leaves a mark. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Repetition forges new pathways. Struggle strengthens them. And over time, what was once effort becomes effortless. What was once impossible becomes instinct. But here's the truth: most people never tap into this power. Most people live on autopilot, prisoners of their own conditioning. Society tells them what they can and cannot do. Past failures whisper that they're not good enough. Fear convinces them that greatness is for someone else. But what if you refuse to accept that? What if you decided today that you were meant for more? That your mind is not a cage, but a portal, a gateway to the person you are destined to become? This is where psychology meets philosophy. The Stoics knew it. You are not a victim of the world, but a shaper of it. The Buddhists knew it. What you think, you become. And now, modern science proves that your brain is built for evolution, but it won't change on its own. You have to change it. So ask yourself, who do you want to be? Not in some distant future, but right now? Because the moment you decide, your brain begins a rewiring process. Every choice, every discipline, every act of courage sends a signal. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is not just about success. This is about significance, about living with such intention, such excellence, such integrity, that the world cannot ignore you. The journey starts in your mind, and the time to start is now. You've decided. You want more. You demand more from yourself. But desire alone isn't enough. Transformation requires something deeper: rewiring. And neuroscience gives us the blueprint. Cut to a time-lapse of city at night in neural networks superimposed over flickering lights. Your brain operates on a simple law: use it or lose it. Every skill you've ever learned, every habit you've ever formed was carved into your neural circuitry through repetition. But here's the revolution. You can hijack this process. You can design your own upgrade. Neuroplasticity isn't just a scientific term. It's your birthright. It means no matter where you are today, your brain can change. But it won't bend without resistance. Growth demands struggle. Mastery demands failure. Greatness demands discomfort. Most people avoid pain. They cling to routines that keep them small. But you must lean in. Every time you push past fear, every time you stand after failure, every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are literally reshaping your brain. You are becoming. The ancients called this the path of the warrior. Modern science calls it deliberate practice. The name doesn't matter. The work does. Because excellence is an event, it's a process. It's showing up when no one's watching. It's drilling the fundamentals until they're etched into your bones. But here's the secret. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined success. Visualization isn't just motivation, it's activation. When you rehearse victory in your mind, your neurons fire as if it's already happened. That's how legends are built. First in the mind, then in reality. And yet knowledge without action is delusion. You must apply this every single day. Small wins compound. Tiny habits become unshakable discipline. And one morning, you'll wake up and realize you've crossed a threshold. The old you is gone. The new you? They don't just play the game, they redefine it. This is your call to arms. Your brain is waiting. The question is, will you dare to use it? Now comes the most critical step, the one that separates those who achieve from those who merely dream. Because talent alone is not enough. Discipline alone is not enough. Even knowledge alone is not enough. You need something deeper, unwavering belief. Your brain is not just a machine for logic. It's a battlefield of narratives. And the story you tell yourself, that becomes your reality. Winners and losers face the same storms. The difference? Winners refuse to sink because they've already decided they cannot drown. The Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius wrote in the chaos of war, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength." Modern psychology confirms that your self-concept dictates your limits. If you believe you're average, your brain will enforce it. But if you declare yourself unstoppable, your mind will find a way. This isn't blind positivity. This is strategic self-reprogramming. Every time you say, "I am the type of person who," you're not just speaking, you're rewriting your identity. Say it enough, act on it enough, and your subconscious has no choice but to obey. Think of the greatest achievers in history. What separated them? They didn't just work hard, they expected victory. Muhammad Ali didn't hope he was the greatest. He declared it, embodied it, became it. Your brain mirrors your convictions. So, what are you convincing yourself of? Doubt is the killer of potential. But here's the truth. Confidence is a skill. And like any skill, you can train it. Start small. In the morning, dominate a single task. Prove to yourself again and again that you keep promises to you. Over time, that evidence stacks. And one day, you'll realize you no longer hope you can. You know you will. This is where philosophy and neuroscience collide. The Buddhists say, "As you think, so shall you become." Harvard studies show that belief alters perception, literally changing how your brain filters reality. So ask yourself, what would the person you aspire to be think? How would they act? Start doing that now, not when you feel ready. Now, because readiness is a myth. You will never feel ready for greatness. You must choose it. And once you do, your brain will scramble to catch up, rewiring, adapting, forging new pathways to match the identity you've claimed. So stand up, straighten your spine, look in the mirror and say it. I am not who I was. I am becoming who I will be. Then go out and act as if it's already true, because in your mind it is, and soon in the world it will be. Now, let's talk about the final pillar, the one that separates true greatness from hollow achievement. Because success without integrity is a house built on sand. And neuroscience has a warning for those who chase victory at any cost. Your brain knows when you're lying to yourself. Dopamine fuels motivation, but it's a ruthless accountant. It rewards earned pride, not cheap shortcuts. When you cut corners, when you betray your values for temporary gain, your subconscious registers the dissonance. And over time, that erosion of self-trust becomes a mental prison. The ancient Greeks had a word for this, arrate excellence of character. Not just skill, but virtue. Not just winning, but deserving to win. Because here's the paradox neuroscience reveals. The path of integrity isn't just morally right, it's strategically superior. When your actions align with your deepest values, your brain operates at peak capacity. No guilt, no hesitation. Just pure, undiluted focus. Look at the legends who endures not just the one-hit wonders, but those who last. They share one trait. They built their success on who they were, not just what they did. Their external achievements mirrored their internal code. And that congruence, that's the secret fuel of sustained greatness. So as you chase your ambitions, ask yourself, am I becoming the kind of person I respect? Not just in victory, but in struggle. Not just when watched, but when alone. Because your character isn't what you preach. It's what you do when no one's looking. This is the ultimate rewiring. Not just for success, but for significance. A mind trained for excellence and integrity doesn't just win. It elevates everything it touches. That's how you leave a mark that lasts. That's how you turn achievement into legacy. The choice is yours. The brain is yours. The future is yours. Now go build it.